And I don't know what he was doing beforehand, but, you know, he might have been just playing some Fall Guys, playing some Among Us, playing some other shit, doing something else. So now he's kind of found the rhythm. We've seen his Noob Saibot get those successes that he's been looking for. And we will be seeing KingGambler also enter our lobby here. So we are going to be going into our grand finals here. Let's go ahead and up the ante here at the top of the screen as well. KingGambler on the winner side of things. You see that L next to Pulse's name, and that indicates that he is on the loser side. So Pulse is going to need to reset the bracket. That means he'll need to win the first to three, and then he'll need to win another one after that. KingGambler, on the other hand, he's on the winner side. He just needs to win the opening first to three. So 6 games needed for Pulse, 3 for KingGambler. A very comfortable position for KingGambler to be in. And of course, he's coming off of a recent 3-0 over Pulse, so he's got to be feeling the confidence moving into our grand finals. Right off the bat, though, we do see Pulse going with Noob Saibot. He did put up a stronger fight with Noob Saibot before. That was his last-ditch effort previously, and now let's see if he's finally found the rhythm needed. Thank you for the follow, Honcho.
Yeah, just as you said, you know, Noob Saibot definitely causing problems for Gambler in this matchup. We saw him take it over before, but right now it is Pulse in full control of the neutral. But Gambler, we saw making work with the fatal blow. In that previous set, he just managed to get it every single time, it seemed.
Yeah, 3 in a row, Pulse was able to, or Gambler was able to clutch out with that fatal blow. Just some stray hit confirms straight into the kill off the fatal blow. And that was, I think, really telling of how things were going to go. Here, though, a different story right off the bat here, as Gambler will fall in round 1. And we see Pulse getting a lot of use out of that down 4. That low poke here from Pulse has continued to harass KingGambler on his approach. There it is again, the anti-air aspects of it as well. It's so versatile. Pick yours up today. 3 easy installments of not having a viable mid.
And that definitely a lot of pressure coming from Pulse. But a nice back one of his own coming from Gambler. And now this is Nightwolf putting in the corner, but he gets out of that. He tries to
he's making up combos. He's making up combos here as we speak.
Well, that's something. That's kind of a Noob Saibot thing where they try to sneak in the fatal blow at the end, and a lot of time, just you can kind of catch you on the way up if you're not blocking.
Ooh, good blocks from Gambler. The big jump in, jumps over the anti-air attempt, the throw to open him up, and Gambler's on the board. Puts himself in the corner, though. A deadly position to be against. I think not necessarily because Noob Saibot's going to look to lock you down in the corner, particularly with Nightwolf. I'm not trying to get close to him. But he's got a bunch of real estate behind him now to worry about. So Gambler's going to have a harder time locking him down. Oh, big crushing blow here from Pulse. Catches him with that throw there. Looks like there was an escape failed in a previous life. Gambler,
yeah, I didn't see it.
Yep, me neither. Ooh, nice jump in. Gonna get the convert.
Great conversion.
Forces the breakaway and the overhead to follow up. Gambler now gonna get some big damage. No breakaway to save you now.
Empty jump into the down 3. Very tricky stuff, but Pulse is showing he has the blocks for it.
Yeah, I mean, technically there is no low starter here from Nightwolf, right? He only has that overhead starter. He has other lows, but they're not the first hit. So you can't afford to stand tall the whole time. Of course, he does have those low pokes, which can be quite annoying to deal with. But, I mean, it's death by 1,000 cuts if you're going to die that way. Okay, nice throw.
I don't think he has it.
Nope, no crushing blow. Oh, he's just going to go in. This is going to do it. There's the escape failed. Not going to matter, though, as Pulse will fall. Gambler takes game 1, puts himself now 2 games away from claiming the whole tournament here. And this is going to be huge for KingGambler. KingGambler not even on the top 12 for the points leaderboard right now. And this massive chunk of points, he's guaranteed himself a minimum of 200 points. But if he can get that top spot 250, that will be huge for him. KingGambler has made it into the finales twice now, and he's done it via the LCQ. So this is an 8-week series, those of you guys that are unaware. 8-week series, 7 weeks of collecting points. The 8th week goes to that tournament is winner takes all. Whoever wins that final tournament gets the final spot in the event. So if you didn't have enough time to play throughout all of the weeks to earn the points, you can still sneak your way in. And that's what KingGambler's done twice. Last 2 seasons, KingGambler has been our LCQ victor. That has been his way of making it into the tournament. But it is a meat grinder. It is a stressful, dangerous place. The last time he had to beat Koizi to make it in, like that was the grand finals, Koizi versus KingGambler. KingGambler prevailed, and this time around though, he's looking to make it in without having to brave the LCQ. So these points are going to be very precious to him.
Right. Definitely, whoever wins this gets a chunky amount of points.
Yeah, it's going to be very important. Pulse, of course, is our reigning champion, right? So he is also looking to make it into the finale so he can reprise the role, trying to get 3 in a row, which would be insane, unprecedented, hasn't happened yet. So far, K7 and Pulse have both had back-to-back Nightmare Series championships, but nobody's hit the coveted hat trick yet.
All right, we're seeing a lot more patience this time around.
The interesting thing is KingGambler is closing that gap, right? Like, he's staying outside of low slide range, but he's trying to get in closer than it. And I think it's because, you know, ultimately you can't outzone Noob Saibot in this matchup. You can't reflect the clones. The arrows will maybe trade with them, but it's a risk if you get caught by a teleport or something like that. So KingGambler knows he's got to ultimately make his way all the way in. Pulse, yet again, trying to do like a grounded shoulder or up kick into Fatal Blow like it combos. It doesn't. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, we saw Pulse just kind of woke up down 1, managed to steal his turn back, and he did manage to get that round.
Dude, that
a nice
anti-air again from the down 4. Pulse has been doing a great job, not just here against KingGambler. We've seen it against his previous opponents as well. That down 4 from Noob Saibot, so deadly when players are trying to jump or just walk in. It's got great coverage. Don't nerf it, Paolo. Leave it how it is. Make it bigger.
Alright, Pulse getting opened up right now. Gambler having in the corner, just completely abusing the pressure of Nightwolf in the corner. But Pulse getting the back throw, trying to do a bit of pressure of his own. Pulse is just not really blocking low there.
Alright, Fatal Blow available for both players here. Pulse 1 hit away from closing out game 2. Gambler about to do the same if he can take this round here. Oh, nope, not going to happen. The throw will open him up. Life Lead going to shift now over to Pulse. Pulse throws out the Fatal Blow. No connection. Anti-air, dude. The anti-airs over and over again. And even with the preemptive jump kick, like typically if you've got somebody that's anti-airing you over and over again, you can adjust the timing of your jump-in attacks to have an attack kind of waiting for them or out there before they're used to. But here, even with those jump kicks, that sickle from Noob Saibot is consistently knocking him out of the sky, and Pulse is not only knocking him out of the sky, but he's getting the extra damage on top of it. He's converting it into not only a clone hit for damage, but also toward the crushing blow. Like, it's just layers upon layers of positivity here for Pulse, and that's adding all up into a victory here. Yo, KingGambler has a Gears.
Wait, is Tweety at Gambler's house right now?
Yeah, somebody get the Boost Mobile, check their GPS locations here. Where you at? You need to find out. This is insane. KingGambler making the switch to Gears. I don't even know if this is a worse matchup. I mean, Noob Saibot versus Nightwolf sucks. That is a tough matchup. So I don't necessarily think that the switch is unprecedented, unheard of. It makes sense, but we'll see if Gears ends up working out here. I have never seen him play Gears before, though, so we'll see what he's got. Going with Infinite Warden, so he's going to have the combo-heavy variation. No command grab here either. The command grab, one of the more deadly tools in his arsenal. Not today here, though. Instead, it's just going to be massive damage, a 6-frame poke, and a deadly throw loop game as well.
Yeah, like I'm just surprised. Like I would never thought that Gambler would ever switch characters, but I could definitely see why this is going to really take the options away from.
Oh yeah, we're all gonna have to mark our calendars, man. The day that Gambler left in the Toko, the Big Chief went into the sunset and didn't come back. Okay, go for the low. Pulse trying to stabilize here. 22 health remaining. Not a lot to work with. The anti-air poke! That fucking down 4. I need to use that in my game. I need to just get my game show controller out. Just one big, giant B button. Let's go.
Big B button.
Yeah, but it's all you need. Here's the War players know.
Alright, well this is also Gambler has a lot of room to try out things now that he is in winners.
Uh-oh.
A nice...
Don't try that. Never try that shit. Not on Gambler. Goes for the throw. Gambler was ready. Look at this damage he's going to get as well. 47%. Oh, tried for a throw of his own. Pulse not going to get snagged today.
This is also interesting because this could be also for Pulses and Black, who is another character who kind of struggles
I didn't think about that, but you're right. This could be kind of preemptively that, you know, if he does force a switch from Pulse to Aaron Black, he's got Gears. But he also has a whole nother set. Like, he didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
He can afford to not do it if he doesn't need to.
Definitely, he was heavy enough with the Nightwolf matchup, and I could definitely respect it. A nice fail from Pulse.
That's gonna kill and get that crushing blow queued up here from Pulse. That is deadly here. Noob Saibot, a character with 2 crushing blow throws, so both forward and back are 31% unbreakable damage. You just have to hold that shit. Short hops over the throw. Blow slide comes out, starting to build for his all other crushing blow, the clones. Yo, Hound Dog, thank you for the bits as well. I'm so distracted by the other shit going on. But for the Matoka, of course, the Matoka have now been abandoned by their chief. I don't know what to think, man. It's crazy. You'll have to speak and consult with the elders, Hound Dog. You guys have to do something about gambling and royalties.
Pulse tried to go for the clone crushing blow earlier, but this is going to be a combo from Gambler. Opposite break way is Pulse. And he throws,
this is going to crush. Yep. Cracks that cranium. Now fatal blow available here from Gambler. No, don't jump! I mean, Pulse is ready every fucking time. You can't be jumping. And he tried the low homie there to save the day. You can always fucking count on the homies as long as Aaron Black's not blasting them right in front of you. And Pulse takes game number 3. So here's what's going to happen. Is the stepping away from Nightwolf, is that going to continue? Or is he going to hear the call of the wolf yet again? I mean, at this point, you know, the constellations have got to align. There's got to be some sort of proverb that we can speak to him to get him back into the grace of the Matoka. I mean, Nightwolf and KingGambler are one and the same. No, it's not to be heard. We're going to go back to Gears. We're done. The Nightwolf has hit the bench, and the bench, he shall remain at least here in this first set. KingGambler can technically afford to lose this here. It'll just reset. We'll shake the Etch-a-Sketch. There'll be an L on KingGambler's name, but we still have another set to go. So this might just be for suspense points. KingGambler's trying to keep us on the edge of our seat here in the Nightmare Series top 8, and you know what? It is working.
I mean, yeah, definitely a Gambler putting up a show. Should I say both these players putting up a show. But Gambler is really... I definitely agree. This is kind of a set that you can afford to lose, but it's the next one that's going.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't want to let your lead slip away. Like, a lead is so important in any tournament setting. You don't want to let it slip away, but you know, it's not as dire a situation if the tables were turned and Pulse was in a situation where Gambler's about to end the tournament in 2 weeks. So, I mean, this could just be sort of a download stage here for KingGambler as he tries to figure something out, find another rhythm. And like we've been saying, the Nightwolf versus Noob Saibot matchup is not an easy one. It's not a solid one. That one, it feels rough. Man, those anti-air attempts.
Yeah, it's interesting. Even if it doesn't anti-air, it still manages the low profile. So the down 4 is always going to be your best option if you are Noob Saibot and you're against your opponent in the air. But looks like Gambler is showing he's got the anti-airs too.
Dude.
And it's down 2 for the read. And this is Geras Infinite Ward, so this is going to hurt.
Yeah, this is big damage here. 47% yet again. Pushes him into the corner. The punish, though, from Pulse, challenging the stagger.
Unfortunately, whiffing those sand traps isn't necessarily going to be your best pick or your best option against Noob Saibot.
Well, he's playing Infinite Warden, right? So he can build for that crushing blow, right?
It's just he doesn't want to get hit by anything else. But is that it? And yes, it is.
There we go. Reset the bracket. An L for both of them. Controller, how fucking dare you?
My God. So while Gene's getting bodied by his controller, this is going to be a reset scenario. Both are going to be 0-0. And Gambler is saying he's getting some input errors, which is very unfortunate. But this is This is grand finals time, so unfortunately, he's going to have to shake it off somehow.
Yep, this is the grand finals. No more chances left here. We are going back to a 0-0 situation. So Pulse being on the loser's side, not as big a deal anymore. He's already successfully overcome his demon that sent him to the loser's bracket in the first set. So now he's got to be feeling confident. KingGambler, however, still going to be sticking with Geras. Shaken, but not fully rattled here, as he's going to be kind of digging his heels into the sand, if you will, to make it work here with Geras. He doesn't want to go back to Nightwolf. In fact, perhaps he just doesn't want to have to face Nightwolf and say, look, I fucked up. So he's being stubborn about it.
Well, no, I don't think this is a character West. I think it's more of he still wants to try it out while this wouldn't be too much of a disadvantage.
I think Geras does all right in this matchup. I mean, it's got to be better than Nightwolf. I think that's what I would get out of it. Is it's ultimately better than Nightwolf. Here we go, big crushing blow here for Pulse, though. He's really looking to run away with this momentum. Good blocks on the Amplify on the slide. He will get the throw, and look at how close he is. Close enough for another fucking throw. Here we go. Where is he? Right next to you, bitch. Okay, good roll.
It really does feel like Pulse is getting just these early life leads, and then his Gambler that's really struggling to make up for the life that it's lost. And that is Pulse.
There we go. Pulse closes it out. Round one. I mean, Gambler was definitely starting to mount a potential comeback there, though. And we're talking about Geras, who's got great damage. I mean, there are tons of things that Geras does very well. That could have definitely gotten out of hand. So Pulse maintains composure. Here we go. This is going to be a good launcher here for KingGambler. Will he get the breakaway? Yep, breakaway comes out. Nicely done. Yo, Android, go ahead and gifting the sub over to Hannah. Thank you.
What's really interesting is that I think just Gambler's kind of playing this as if it's Nightwolf, where he just keeps trying to go in when Geras does have the option to kind of back away and try to use the sand chops to his advantage, but Gambler is too much of the aggressor to ever get that up. But
I mean, so far it's working out for him here. He's been able to close that gap and do quite a great job here. Yo, thank you so much for the follow, Crazy.
So he does get escape fail, but it's not going to matter anymore since Pulse has already used that resource of the throw crushing blow.
Yeah, it doesn't have to worry about it. That's the thing about those. They are off the table here for good, so not going to come back to haunt him any further. They used to be able to do both of them. That was a wild time. Kano players rejoiced. A couple of characters maybe didn't necessarily need to lose their double crushing blows, but other ones, it was a pretty wild time.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that choice. Like, this way, it's not that huge of an advantage to have one crushing blow as opposed to two.
Victory here. Oh man, he's so bad at counting. He's so bad at counting. He's still got the flawless victory though.
Wow.
No fucking way. On my watch, I cast the curse and everything. Is he a normal type? Is he immune to my ghost moves? I am so upset. I'm so upset. I can't believe that he got away with a flawless victory. Now I gotta root for KingGambler. Get him, Gambler. He made me look like a fool on my own stream.
I mean, if you're Gambler, what do you do right now? Like,
I don't know.
Unless he's got a pocket Shang on up his sleeve, I don't know if this is truly the counter to the new Cybot.
Yo, thank you so much for the follow, Mumbles. Thank you.
But it looks like Gambler's just really sticky out with Geras.
Right, Hannah, Android is the best. Android's the best. He's been gifting subs to all sorts of people. I really appreciate that. The support from you guys is overwhelming. It really means the world to me. So, helping some people out, hooking them up with some goofball emotes here. We just represent our champion here. Which, speaking of our champ, Pulse is our current champion. Pulse is the champion right now. That's what that Aaron Black emote with the crown is for. To commemorate his victory here. And he's looking to make sure he can get into the finale yet again, so that he can continue to have that obnoxious Aaron emote in my arsenal. The Molina fans are going to be coming out, though. We're going to have a Molina one, potentially. Who knows? This season could get wild. The LCQ is going to be happening after Ultimate MK11 comes out, and if the crossplay is in, we could have a PlayStation player sneak in and claim it all. I mean, I don't care.
Man, and this has just been, you know, the Gambler may have won the first game in the start of this grand finals, but after that, it's just been clean games. He's really been struggling to find his footing back in this game. And Pulse is just playing so confident with a down 2 crushing blow. He's going to be immediately broken out of. He could potentially read that with the armor break, but does not choose to do that.
Alright, low slide. Pushes him back. Decent distance here. Conversion there from Gambler.
Yeah, I believe it is kind of tight, but you can't get it down 1 into the launcher off of that.
Oh, he went for it. Good punish there, and that's the crushing blow as well. Pulse counting to 10 this time, and now he's got the lead. This is definitely proving to be a bit of a demon here for Gambler. Gambler, he ran into him in the finale, and it was a problem, and here in this qualifying tournament, it is also a problem here, as he's definitely bumping into problems with this Noob Saibot pick here from Pulse. Gambler already sort of shaken away from his character. We're not seeing Nightwolf, and here running into apparently some input errors as well here. The buttons disobeying as KingGambler is running into some issues. And now he's only got 1 game left to figure out, or not one, he's got 1 life left. He's got to get 3 in a row. So we will see the return to Nightwolf here, though. So this is what I think we've been looking to see. You know, if Gears isn't cutting it, which I appreciate, you know, the attempts with Gears, right? Gears is still, well, I guess I should say KingGambler is still KingGambler, a talented player. I'll watch him play whichever character he wants. But his Nightwolf, that's the good stuff. That's the real good stuff. That's the stuff on the top of the shelf. So we are going to be seeing the return of Nightwolf. This is still a struggle matchup, though. Noob Saibot gets to kind of do whatever he wants against Nightwolf. We'll see if KingGambler, Chief of the Matoka, can find an answer.
I mean, the ancestors were not pleased with the Gears pick.
No,
so let's see if he can get the Great Spirit back on his side.
So far, doing really well. He got that escape failed. Crushing blow queued up. Forces a breakaway here out of Pulse as well. And the call out on the throw. Yes, the ancestors definitely approve. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Forgive me. Forgive me. Yo, what's going on, Big D?
Oh god, curse emotes. Curse emotes. Alright. And this is Gambler trying to get his footing back in, but Pulse is slowly 1 slide at a time.
Oh my god.
Some good reads. Is that going to be it?
Oh, the drop.
Bit of a drop.
Okay, be careful. There's the throw. He's got the crushing blow. Wheels suspended here. He's gonna save it. The air-to-air is his. Yo! No! What the fuck was that?
Gambler.
What the fuck was that? I can't believe that happened. While that happened, though, Daily Nader went ahead and dropped a $100 donation into our prize pool.
Wow.
So thank you so much, Daily Nader, coming through with yet again another massive drop into the prize pool tonight, giving these guys a now current prize pool $650 here in our finale prize pool, which these players looking to earn their points for their access to definitely don't want to miss that. But, oh man,
an amazing jump
I can't believe that fatal blow missed. Okay, Gambler's stabilizing it, dude. He's righting the ship. He's figuring it out, trying to stay alive here. Thank you so much, Daily Nader. Big shout out to Daily Nader, though. Really, really appreciate that. Definitely keeping the hype alive here in the Nightmare series.
Okay, Gambler is showing he does not want to go out without a fight. But is it going to be enough? He's trying to challenge him from the slide range, but unfortunately that is where Noob Saibot is going to thrive over.
The thing too is about the arrows. It actually, if he does it at the right timing, I think that he ducks underneath the arrows while he's throwing the low slide out. So the arrow is a high projectile, and it's real high. So it becomes problematic for even trying to challenge or get trades off of. Crushing blow from Pulse, spending the resource early. Gambler rolls his way in. That means no defensive meter to get out of any other big hits, but it's Noob Saibot in the mid-screen. Not going to be any launchers really happening here anyway. He's just going to go for uppercuts
here this time.
Man, Pulse has just been controlling this guy so well, and there it is. KingGambler trying to make his way in, and just unfortunately unable to do so, as Pulse will take it 3-0 after the reset. So a huge victory here for Pulse, claiming another Nightmare Series tournament here. That's going to be 250 points in the bag for him. So the points leaderboard is about to